Hello, my beautiful people. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Depends where you are in the world. It's evening here, and it's almost like 8 past. It's 9 o'clock actually in the evening. But in England, um, it's in the summertime. We have it's bright until 9, 10 o'clock. And so it looks like it's the daylight. It's the it's 9 o'clock in the evening, and in the winter time it actually gets dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I remember when my children used to come from school, it used to look like they're coming back at 8 o'clock in the evening because it used to be all dark. So yeah, it's funny because in winter the days get really short, and the day starts like around 8 o'clock. Starts brightening up, and then the sunset is like around 3:30. So that's what happens in winter. And in summer, as you can see, I still have some brightness outside. So yeah, I mean, it's and the sky is very low here. Sky is really low, so when you stand there, it's like you feel like you've got an umbrella on your head, which you're holding. It's quite close to you. But in some other countries where I've been, I've seen like skies really high, and so yeah, it's a different hemisphere. And why I'm talking about all this was actually, before making this video, I was thinking it's a different time, because normally I do my videos in the daylight, and today I just decided to do it. I was just sitting there, and there were a couple of things in my mind to talk about, and I thought, why not to talk to you about it? So I hope you guys are keeping well, and everybody's healthy and happy and looking after each other and looking after yourself, right? That's the first thing. That should be the priority. The thing that I wanted to talk about is how everything that we do, practically or just in our thought, how it affects us and how it affects people around us. It's very important, really. I mean, it's something that we should never ignore. So let's say if you are sitting in a very bad mood, and your energy is down, and energy is low, and you are in a bad mood, in a passive mood, in a miserable mood, maybe in a very depressed and negative mood, right? And somebody enters the room, and that person is coming all cheerful and happy, and depends how they can sustain. If they can sustain that energy level, which is not many people can do, then yes, for some time they can probably be in that mood, and they might be able, if their energy is really in the high vibration, they might be able to even lift your energy up, which is a good thing. That's why we say be with cheerful people, spend time with positive people. But the other side of the coin is you can also pull them down. Depends how deeply rooted your negative energy is in you and in the whole environment. So your thoughts, even if you're just thinking, you're not saying anything. I'm not talking about like verbal negativity. I'm not talking about that. That is even worse. I'm not talking about physical negativity. That's the disaster. I'm only talking about if you're thinking, if your thoughts are not positive, it can affect your environment, it can affect people around you in a very bad way, negative way. So what to do about it? What you can do about it? First of all, keep a check. I always say keep a check on what you're feeling, what you're thinking. Your thoughts are writing your script. So whatever you're writing, whatever you're thinking is being written down. Your system is actually just, obeying it. So you just keep a check on your thoughts. And we're all humans, obviously, so we always have, negative and positive thoughts. It's not like we're always positive, right? So when you keep a check and you find something which is not good, or which is not really positive or, happy, then correct it then and there. just remember one thing: you are writing your script here without even knowing about it, because your thoughts, your thought pattern, it's actually forming it, whatever shape you want. Now, why I'm talking about it? Because sometimes unknowingly, without even being aware of what we're doing, we can do a lot of damage. Like if you are thinking, if you're sitting miles away from your any loved one, could be any relative, sibling, friend, anybody, and you start having negative thoughts about them. I'm not talking about negative thoughts about them like you start hating them or something, God forbid, or feel bad about them. No, I'm thinking like if you start worrying about their safety. If it's a healthy concern, then it's fine. Then you can call them and check, or maybe, you can pray for them. That's perfectly fine, because we all have the concerns, obviously, for our loved ones and ourselves. So to that extent, it's okay, it's healthy. But if somebody is repeatedly worried about and always thinking of worse, actually, that can materialize. I'm not scaring you, I'm just telling you that can materialize, because you are actually, although it's not their script, but because energy wise, you are connected with them, because we are always connected with our loved ones, with our children, our siblings, our friends, close friends. So we are connected on the energy level. So when you're having thoughts, have you ever noticed? I'm not sure if not many people notice the things, but try it sometime. If you're thinking about a friend, if you're missing them, or if you're thinking that you've not spoken to them for some time, or a family member, you've not spoken to them for some time, and then all of a sudden they call you, or they turn up at your door and say, hey, no, because it's not like they picked up, you sent a signal. No, what you did actually, because energy wise, they can pick up, your feelings. And if they don't turn up and they don't call, but sometimes if you feel like, oh, I should call that person, and you call them and they say, oh, I was just thinking about you, so it happens. So this is how we are connected. On the energy level, we are connected. At the soul level, we are still connected. We think we are like, oh, I'm just one individual and I'm on my own. No, you're not, because there's a collective energy there too. So that's why always think positive for other people, always think positive for yourself, and keep a check on your thoughts. Very, very important, really, really important. So don't think bad for anybody and about anybody, or don't wish anything bad to anybody. Seriously, no matter if you're really in a bad mood and you say the things, sometimes we do, then try to correct them, as soon as you can, and keep a check on your thoughts. And remember that life is so beautiful, because it is beautiful because you're making it beautiful. You're thinking positive, you're living positively, you are smiling all the time, and you're making it so, so, so beautiful, because life is so beautiful. Take care. I'll catch up with you in the next video, inshallah.